Hello, everyone. This is Wizard I, and you're watching We're the Unknowns. And of course, starting with Wizard I, with
Rus R Russell here.
and with.
Tony Lay. I actually like the introduction.
All right, guys. How's your guys' week so far?
Been doing good, working hard.
Me? I wish I could BS.
I'm just BSing every day at work.
You're breaking stereotype?
Yeah, too. Yeah. That's what the BS stands for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely is not for the censoring. No, definitely not.
I kind of call BS on that.
Yeah, that's BS. On top of BS. With more small BS. Man, that's a lot of BS right there.
Honestly, I wish I could learn how to BS at work. I'm tired every day at work.
Then write a letter to them saying, BS, I'm so tired at work.
That makes no sense.
At the end of the day, I mean, no matter how much hard you work, I mean, there's going to be favoritism somewhat. And I don't know. I'm more a believer working smarter than harder.
I wish I could work smarter, but I mean, I don't know. I felt like that. I mean, I felt like I could, but how? You know?
Well, first off, you don't have to be there 15 minutes early. I don't get. Well, it depends how the pay works. So that's the first thing I learn in every job. If this is exact, like if you clock in and they do like hours of like 41.53, oh, it counts. But if it's 40 hours, no matter what, ain't no way in Buddha I'm coming there early. Oh no, I'll be there if it's 6:59 at the earliest if I feel good. On my generous day, I'll be there 7 on the dot.
What about break? Like, you know how you had to clock in and clock out from break? 30 minutes.
The only thing I had to do, that's only lunchtime for me. But technically, by the letter of the law, for me, is 12-hour shifts.
I meant to say lunch. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, the lunch, it's going to be 12 hours no matter what. And I see what I can get away with. Like, if it's usually is a 10-minute break after 2 hours, depending on the company you work for. But it's usually the average like 2 hours, 10-minute break here and there, 10 to 15 minutes. Hey, if the leader of our line is not there, I'm not going to be there either. If they want to take 30 minutes, I'm fine. I ain't trying to be the world's best worker. I'm trying to break the. Well, I tell you, that's not really breaking step because there's a lot of lazy workers in the world. But you get what I'm saying.
Well, at least for now at our studios. I don't care if you guys come in early or late, as long as you get the job done.
Yeah, well, I don't want this to feel like an actual job. Like, oh, there's a schedule. Oh man, I gotta wake up a certain time.
You mentioned that you wish one day to own an actual studio.
Yes, like when I was editing your latest unboxing video, I was using DaVinci and I didn't know how to zoom out exactly the way I would have done it in Magic.
Yeah.
And it just shows how messy the house looks. And I'm like, well, I wish one day that we could maybe have a studio room where we could do our sketches or shows, and that way it doesn't look as messy as it should, you know?
I think I see a lot of those places near the Cooper River Park, like those small circle of spaces. And I remember one time, I think I was lured by a pyramid scheme. Luckily, I didn't went through with it.
Yeah.
So, but they had this whole bunch of space. I was like, oh man, this is nice. Just for people to come in, get their ideas. So I guess something like that, probably. I see a lot of those near the Cooper River Park, honestly. Yeah. Like when you start turning, if you go to 130, turn right, there's a lot of those spaces on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
And plus also, working in a house, you have like these heavy noise. Like our neighbors making loud noises, you know?
Yeah.
You can't really tell them to lower it down during the daytime. I mean, I guess you could, but it isn't their right to put down loud music during, afternoon hours.
Yeah.
Like nighttime's a different story. 'Cause I think there's curfew. Maybe there's laws about curfew and stuff, but you can't really do much. You can like, hey, can you please? But they turn it up louder. There's not much you can do about it.
But he's disturbing the peace at the same time.
Is he really? There's a lot of parties that's like loud, but it has to be loud to the point where the whole neighborhood complains. I'm not sure it's that loud to that degree. So I don't think you'll win any battles here, Russell. To be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, at least if I have a studio.
Well, you never know.
No, I know what you mean, bro. You're hoping to find a place where no outside forces could interfere your work. Like if say our parents march in the door and say, "Hey, food is ready."
Yeah.
You wanted like everything to be like
In a whole different world.
I was gonna say like a different like atmosphere. Or at least like a different when I mean atmosphere, I mean like it's it's all business, you know. There's no personal stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to keep your like say maybe your personal computer at home and your work computer at work.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So keep them separate. I guess you could say we're all yeah, I guess you're right about that, but still. Anything to add, Tone?
No, not much. Hopefully we get to a point where we can get a studio from that degree. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, one would argue we can make a studio in here. Like, for example, take everything out of the room and just make all the equipment there soundproof, the windows and doors and stuff like that. But
It's very small space though.
yeah, and you want to have like not like a large space, but you want to have enough room so we can act. Like you know, get like furnitures, pretend we're in the living room,
Pretend we're in the Wild West.
or change it to a kitchen, change it to a courtyard, or maybe a funeral home. You know?
Yeah, I don't think this is the ideal spot to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. So when you look for a studio, are you looking for like a house or like some kind of you know commercial building?
Commercial building.
Okay.
That's probably better.
Yeah.
Honestly. Commercial building. There's a lot of commercial buildings from what I saw near Cool River Park.
And plus, if I do it in the house, it's somebody's house, you know? Like, I mean, if I'm doing it in my house, my own house, I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
There's going to be interruptions. Or maybe I don't want you guys to touch stuff, you know?
Well, I mean, you could turn a house to a studio by making the living room, let's say, the stage, and then upstairs could be business offices, and basement could be another stage.
Okay, I guess. But I'm at, like, a living home, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, technically, you don't have to make it, like, a way someone could stay there. I'm just saying. I can see the argument for someone saying that it might be better to buy a small house as a studio rather than a commercial building.
I guess so. I mean, to me, I just want a room. A room that where, if I want to do, like, a skit, I will do that skit in that room. I don't need to say, hey, can I use this room for 30 minutes? Or, hey, keep the voice down. You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's always ups and downs no matter what, like owning a house for the studio or maybe like owning a commercial building for the studio. I mean, but ultimately it's what someone would do but what's best. So if you think commercial building is best for you, then go get a commercial building.
Okay.
I think commercial building is better.
Okay.
It's just the housing, there's like property taxes on it. Commercial building is more, I think it's more fit to our style, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think, because we got a house, I mean, we're not going to live in it most likely.
No.
I mean, you never know. I mean, maybe Russell, I know he has dreams of moving out, so maybe that'll be the case. If that's so, does he want to go out and like get a house but make it a studio too?
I don't know.
I don't know about that, but commercial, I think if you don't want that, commercials is probably the better option,
Yeah.
honestly.
Now, do you think like a streamer it's better for them to get like a commercial office, or do you think it's better for them to do their streaming at home?
That's a good question.
Well, it depends their living arrangements. I mean, if they don't have many people causing distractions, just do it from home. But you got a whole bunch of people and they like to party, yeah, I think it's better to get a commercial building.
I can't like say, and I won't accuse what's better. I guess maybe it's up to these people, you know. Like I know Richard Milewski, he does it in a office, but yeah, you got someone like Wings of Redemption who does it in his room. So yeah,
Yeah.
who knows?
I know. I think if I remember, somebody make fun of Review Tech USA, talking about only reason why he got an office so he could just say to people, "I'm going to an office."
But it's true.
Oh, I need to do that next time. Like, if I ever did a dumb mistake of getting married and I feel terrible, I just say, I need to go to my office. I'm going to remember that next time.
Yeah. So, Tone, going back with work. Now I know.
Oh, jeez, work.
Oh, this work? Or you meant your real life work?
Oh, this work. Oh, this ain't work. Real life work. Oh, I was about to curse right there. Oh, Buddha.
Actually, I am going back a little bit. Do you really consider streaming or I guess doing YouTube video as work?
If you can't get conversation, well, it depends your definition of work. Like, work in terms of, like, getting actual money. And show me, yeah, YouTube, people make a living off it. Yeah.
Now, do you think the people that say YouTube is not a real job is outdated, or do you understand their point of view?
I understand their point of view because they probably come from the older generation. They don't have it hard. Like, that's not fair. Life's not fair, though. People gotta understand that, like, oh, that's not fair at work. It's never going to really be 100% fair. Like, people say we're all born with with the same amount of choices. We're not all born with middle class.
Yeah.
Someone's going to have some benefits.
Somebody might have been born without arms.
Yeah, easily. So life is never fair. I accept that at a young age already. Like, oh, why this guy? Like, hey, favoritism. It happens everywhere. Like we talked about privilege in the last podcast. It exists, and some people will have more benefits just because the way they look. And you can argue for white privilege too and all that. It's never going to be fair, honestly.
Now, do you think that when someone let's take away money from the hobby, you think it would still consider work? Like if like someone said I'm going to do gardening, you know, and they have like a whole greenhouse with professional equipment,
but they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
Not really. I guess you can say work in terms of the work has to be done.
Yeah.
But in terms of job, career, no.
So
there's no money involved.
So for work, it have to have money involved?
In my opinion, yes. Because technically, if we're being very, very politically correct, Tarzan, did he really exist in real life or not really? But I can't imagine some people live in the forest.
Yeah.
And like hunt down animals, and build something out of leaves or something for a tent or a house. I guess you want to be technical, then you don't really need money to that degree. But for the majority of people, you do need some kind of money. Gives you options, all that. So yeah.
Some people might even consider like myself, that look like work, hunting down animals, building a house.
Yeah, but you're not getting no money for it. But you're learning hunting skills and all that.
Now, the only reason why I said that is because I know there's some people that call like YouTube as a hobby that get paid, or at least like a hobby that there's money, or at least potential money on the table.
It's a hobby too. But if you're making a living off it, it is your job.
Yeah.
It is work. 12 hours a day mostly.
I always heard this from some detractors that you can't really put YouTube as a like in your resume. Because then a lot of jobs may not look at that as real jobs or real careers.
If you make 6 figures a year going on YouTube, I'm not saying everybody else do.
Yeah.
You can easily put that in your resume.
Well, I'm going to look for some actors. They better give me some resume that say, I did YouTube for a year. All right, let's talk.
See that? Point proven.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying because I just know that a lot of detractors, they just.
People gonna have their opinions regardless. Like for example, like a podcast, there's gonna be no matter how politically correct we are, there's always gonna be one thing people don't like. No matter how perfect, no matter how objective we are, there's gonna be one. That's why I say like, as a brand of being like very PG, family friendly, all it takes is one wrong turn, not even a saying, just like different religion beliefs, or let's say something like you don't believe in God. Oh, it might be over.
Yeah.
And it just takes one, honestly.
Can you imagine if you were an infinite YouTuber who was like basically saying a lot of nasty stuff, or maybe saying racist stuff, and then and then later you're like kicked out of the partner program in YouTube or Twitch or any social media, and then here you are like trying to look for a real job, but no one would take you in because your infinite career in online. Yeah.
Yeah, remember in the back of your mind that too. If your career ever go downhill, that's a possibility too. That.
Now, don't ever give the excuse, I was young and stupid. That I don't believe in that, you know?
Me either. Like, if you said it, well, it really depends, but if you do certain actions, like just drunk driving, you had an option of not driving. You had an option of not being drunk.
Now, I do believe people do make mistakes. Honestly, I do believe that someone is young and stupid. I guess I'm like one of the few that do believe that.
No, there's definitely are. I mean, probably our parents were young and stupid. They try to make it look like they make no mistakes, but I'm pretty sure they make plenty of mistakes.
Now, I mean, I do believe someone could learn from them. Realizing what I said was stupid back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's say someone make like a very insensitive religion joke, and then regret it like maybe 10 years later, saying, "Oh shoot, why did I say that?" Now, I do believe that. But I think some of these people, or I guess locals and specifically, they just don't want to take the responsibility, saying, "Yeah, that was me being stupid." Instead, they go to the easy go-to, "Oh, I was young. That's why I said it." Like,
plus it's probably a money grabber too. I think that's probably why they said it.
Yeah.
Like there's thumbnails for like money grabbers
and
other stuff as well. But like, let's say you do a job like comedian, their job, they will say a lot of things that's on the line.
Yeah.
And to me, that's more art than really making fun most of the time. Although there are a little truth in every joke in some ways. That's why they say it.
Yeah.
But if I was a comedian, I would say a lot of like not racist stuff, but a lot of things that are more edgy.
Yeah.
I'm not a very big fan of clean comedy. Really, it's kind of cringy to me. That's just me in general, honestly.
Now, how come some celebrities get more passes than other? Like, I guess you could say like, if a celebrity has so many scandals but they still got jobs, well, like other celebrity, one little small mistake, they're already blacklisted.
They're probably high profile. Depending how high profile you are, you'll get so many passes like you can't even imagine. If you're a low profile celebrity, whatever, it just takes one and you're like out relevancy for the rest of your career.
You think that's fair though? Because you got like
life's not fair. It'll never be fair. I'm ingrained that to my mind since I was young. Like, is it fair that a 20-year-old male would never get experience of like a 20-year-old female in terms of like if she's pretty, she get free rides, going to the yacht, Instagram model, all that? That's not fair, right?
Yeah.
But it happens in real life all the time. There's a lot of things in life that's not fair. Just because like the higher ups, they can take like CEOs take money, people complain about it all the time. Is that fair? No. But like, how many people have the mindset of being a business owner? Not many.
Yeah.
I mean, we said it last time on the podcast. If you're a business owner, you gotta be prepared to even fire your mom, your brother, your sister, all that.
I had no problem with that. I hate you so much, bro. I am willing to fire you on the spot. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking. That's the attitude of business owner. Because like it's such a relentless it's such a relentless business, right? So if you have any bias towards anything, I don't think you should be a business owner, honestly.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like Like, you gotta look at me as just an employee, not as a friend, not as a long-term hero, whatever. Like not somebody I help you when times are down. If you want to have a successful business, you gotta treat everyone equal, regardless of friends. But the thing is, people say they can,
Yeah.
but it's just human nature in us. Do we really want to see? Let's say you've been brothers, you've been with each other, ride or die for like 17 years. It's gonna be hard for you to fire somebody like that.
Though, when I think about it, it's probably more harder if I have children working for me, because the last thing I want to see them going through is being jobless, you know?
And that's bias. So like, that's not. But I mean, in any job, like let's say I worked in a restaurant before, and this one was not good work, but I knew she was never gonna get fired
Yeah.
because she was the manager's wife. She was probably never gonna get fired.
Yeah.
Is that fair? No. But I didn't accept it at the time because I guess I was young and stupid.
Yeah.
But later over time, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I remember my professor say this once: don't ever hire your family for the business. I guess it only makes sense because it would cause tension in the household, you know, if it's based on business.
Didn't that what, like, if I remember, been a while. Didn't that happen with like American Chopper, like family tension over the business?
Yeah.
What was it again? Was it like Paul Jr. was Paul Sr.?
I think so.
I don't remember. Been a while.
I mean, technically, your brother's in this business, so are you prepared to fire him?
Yes.
There you go. That's the answer for any of the people that have that question.
So I know you won't do the same for me, which I'm glad.
Well,
Is that
he's
fair,
right.
guys? Right? Life's not fair, right? That just proved my point. Life was never going to be fair, man.
Now, wait. I'm going to go off a little bit. Tony Khan. I know my sister was like, he's like a softie, you know, because he can't just seem to fire CM Punk because after what he did with the Medium Scrub, and he seems to be a giant headache, but because he's a big star, he seems to get more passes.
Yeah.
Because like you got someone like Eddie Kingston that, you know, like do like pie face. Who was it again?
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, that guy.
The guy who has to make everything like a highlight, even a clothesline, has to be like a 360 up, down. I think everything he has to do has to be a pop, I feel like.
Yeah, that's right. And you get like people that do arguments in the backstage, and they get like, you know, like meetings, you know, mandatory meetings and stuff. But you got someone like CM Punk that seems to be like getting more passes. Because I know he just returned to the new AEW Collision.
But if I was a worker, I would expect that. Like, when The Rock come back, all the attention going to be towards him, no matter what. I mean, because he created such... I mean, credit to CM Punk and The Rock. They created their brand so big enough that no matter what, if they ever come back, it'll be a big thing.
Yeah.
So, cool. But, like, you have to realize, like, if you're a champion, oh, man, your days might be numbered now. At least, hopefully... they will, you know, put you over.
Yeah.
But, oh, yeah, they will definitely try and market them more easily, like more commercials, more merchandise. That's just business everywhere, honestly. You have to have a business mindset. You got to do what's best for the company. And what's best for a company, a lot of coworkers don't agree with.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, I feel like in almost any other job, not just wrestling either,
Yeah.
no matter what you do, your coworkers going to be unhappy.
I know my father said this. He doesn't believe that all men, and no, I'm not trying to talk about Scott Steiner, you know, saying with, you know, if you look at, you know, all men created equal, you look at him, and then you get like, look at like,
oh,
the
most famous promo, man. You got to do the more unknown promos, man.
Well, no, but my dad made something similar. He doesn't believe everyone is created equal, but not in the sense that, you know, we have equal opportunity. He meant to say, like, nobody here is the same. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, but in the same time,
I actually agree with that.
we all should have equal chances, all equal, equal. I guess you could say opportunity, equal You know, everyone should have the same equal rights. There you go. But he also believed that that's not really possible because some people had to be born on top while others are in the bottom. You know what I mean? You agree with that?
Yeah, wholeheartedly. Yeah, 100%.
And yeah, I agree. I think realistically that's not possible, but ideally it should be that.
Agree.
I actually got another saying. I'm not sure. It's not too far. But Buddha made a saying. I think this is. I live this 100% exactly what it said. He said, "Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Do not believe in anything simply because it is spoken and rumored by many. Do not believe in anything simply because it is found written in your religion's books. Do not believe in anything merely on the authority of your teachers and elders. Do not believe in traditions because they've been handed down for many generations. But after observation and analysis, when you find that everything agrees with reason and is conducted to the good and benefit of one and all, then accept and live up to it." And that was by Buddha. I forgot he got his name, but that's how I live my life. So just because somebody told me to live a certain way, just analyze and observe it. If it's like it's for you,
Yeah.
cool. But you don't have to do what everyone else thinks you should do. If it works for you, because there's no really right way to live life, honestly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's I don't know how to like put in words, but that was exactly how to live my life. That's exactly how I live my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know a lot of people have problems with me not believing in God. Like you have to believe in Jesus or God to go to heaven. Well, I don't live that way, and I don't find it beneficial, at least right now at the moment. And plus, it won't be as natural if I was to go there because I'll feel pressured by other people to doing that.
Yeah.
So as I grow older, I don't try to tell people what to do. I give them my example of living a life, but it's up to them if they want to live the same way I do.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, because everyone like if I was older, I know a lot of people are old that tries to give the young and youth good advice.
Yeah.
It's still up to the young and youth if they want to accept it or not.
Yeah.
If it's not beneficial towards them, you don't have to do the advice.
The grown-ups are just there to help guide them. It's up to them to decide wherever they want to, you know.
And plus, it's not really teaching, really. It's a lot of them is common sense. Like teaching is like business in terms of like in terms of deductibles, what to put in LLC. That's teaching. But like a lot of teachings are more common sense. Honestly, you don't have to be brain smart to know to trust some people. Don't trust this, and a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I live by that Buddha quote. I'm not much of a Buddhist, but I definitely agree to that.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember from AEW on Jay Briscoe, I remember he made a tweet like many years ago about that infinite tweet that he did about
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
like if anyone come teach anything about what was it like, I don't remember the exact one, but the whole if anyone come near teaching homosexual to my kids, I'll shoot them or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently was that close to a lot of opportunity with some, especially being in AEW, because one of the Warner Brother executive was very offended about that. But the same Warner Brothers that let the actor for the Flash to be still, doing the movie, the Flash, which I did like the movie, to be honest.
No, yeah.
That was actually a good movie. I do recommend people to watch that, but that's not the point. How that guy because he did so many terrible things, horrible things.
Mm-hmm.
How this guy still could be in, still having opportunities open, but someone like Jay Briscoe, who regret doing what he, tweeted,
And he's not a terrible person.
still have his door closed.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess he's working on AEW, right? They probably do have certain rules and laws, but I mean, what he said, I guess the shooting part is what took him over the edge, probably. But he's well within his rights to say, like, I don't want my kids to be taught by a homosexual how to be a homosexual.
Yeah.
Right? I guess he should have said the shooting part, but I don't know. I don't want to watch my every word. But,
Because if I'm correct, he's a very religious guy, and you know how some religious people are with that topic.
yeah. He's well within his rights to say so. Like, it's just that now it's like, I think the world's more pro-gay, which is nothing wrong, honestly. I go back to the Buddha saying, man, that's how I live my life right there, man. Don't live your life just because other people tell you a certain way. Analyze, observe. If it works for you, go ahead and do it. If not, it ain't for you, honestly.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
So, guys, no, but seriously, what do you guys think about the overall, like, the equal, not, more unequal opportunity with certain...
That's always going to happen. Like, somebody be born in the ghetto, somebody be born royalty. That even if you try to make everyone middle class, a certain county will mess up, wrong spendings, back to ghetto, somebody will do well, up. That thing will never change, honestly. No matter how much you help out. There's going to be a higher class, lower class, no matter how well you put society. That's just the reality of it. I'm not sure people will accept that harsh reality. But, I mean, as a business owner, you got to accept the reality of things. Like, when business is down, cuts have to happen.
Agree.
If cuts don't happen, you're going to be out of business because of your loyalty. It sucks that it happens that way, but how else you going to run a business?
It's the most easiest thing to cut costs is to cut employees. You know?
It's just that not everyone has the ability to say face-to-face. Because there's no really nice way to say, hey, Rus R Russell. Yeah, man, you've been a great employee for the past 3 years, man.
Thanks, man.
I can't tell you how hard you work, and I really appreciate that. But some cuts that have to happen. I gotta let some people go.
I'm sorry, man. They had to let you go.
No, I ain't talking about me. There's no nice way to say it. No, like, you can be around the bush and say all these nice things, but you still have to fire the guy. Like, it's been such a great ride. Like, where's he getting at? Like, somebody has to do it. And it's probably not many people are really very fond of firing people. Hopefully, you can get somebody, unless you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind firing somebody.
Hey, you're fired. Bam, right there. No emotion needed, no dramatic effects. Not like, man, sorry. Nah. You're fired.
Can you imagine they said you gotta fire this woman, and he's like, "What? She's the hottest chicken in our entire business. It's the reason why I get up and go to work." And it's like, but she's a horrible employee.
You see that? Life's not fair. She's getting work because she's pretty, but she's a terrible worker. If that's not the definition of not fair, I don't know what is. Come on now.
I wanted to share this statistic with you guys.
Sure.
Talking about beauty privilege. It's easier, according to statistic, that people hire more beauty people, to get a job.
At what percentage?
I forgot.
It just makes sense, though. It's human nature.
But, however, they have a glass ceiling. More ugly people tend to be promoted, especially to CEO, than beauty people. Interesting, right?
That kind of makes sense, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you have, I guess, like, it's like what you said once before. Ugly people had to put in the work more than the beautiful ones.
That's what I'm thinking, too. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of beautiful people that put in work, obviously,
Yeah.
Modeling is not an easy job. I saw Tyra Banks in America's Next Top Model. I thought it was an easy job. They're talking about angles, lighting, screenshots. I was like, whoa, what's going on? I'm getting confused over here. So, modeling is probably a hard job than people give it credit for.
Yeah.
But, that's not really hard to imagine. There's probably because, like, all their life, they probably don't have the same advantages as beauty people. So it makes them work a lot harder, putting more hours in the job. And unfortunately, it'll probably take them longer and years down the line, most likely, majority of cases. But that's not too hard to imagine. So, yeah, I don't see many beauty people in CEO. Well, CEOs are usually older people.
Yeah.
So their beauty usually fade if you're even that beautiful. unless you're Brad Pitt.
Most CEOs become CEOs when they're There's some that's under 40, but mostly 40.
A lot of them 50s.
Yeah.
So, unless you're Brad Pitt or Johnny Depp, which still look great today,
Yeah.
you're probably ain't gonna look all that
Yeah. Actually.
if you're 50s. I mean, what good look? I mean, there's some, but you ain't going around telling like, damn, that's a nice 50-year-old man or woman. I mean, there are some, but
I mean, unless that's what you found attractive.
I mean, I don't have standards, so that don't matter to me. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Breaking up, well, that's not really breaking stereotypes, but you get what I'm saying.
Hey, by the way, are we still watching movies even every Saturdays? Because I felt like we've been going to the movies every Saturdays.
Not really. I didn't even want to go every week.
It's kind of weird because I'm like, okay, then what's this week? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys have no plans for this week?
I don't know. What about you?
This week? Not much so far. Nothing planned as of right now.
You think it's easier to make plans or to do things on the fly? Like, hey, Tone, do you want to go to Atlantic City today?
I like it better as on the fly because when you make plans, I don't know. Like, I'm a negative guy, thinker. So, like, what is ever planned? Like, oh, plan to do this. And then most of the time, it doesn't turn out the way I want, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, I'm going to do this. Let's say talking to a girl. If I plan it, it's horrible. If I freestyle it, it's a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Way better.
Man, I every time I hear about plans, the thing that comes up is these two shows, Hey Arnold and Recess, where they try to make a plan and it all went wrong.
I actually remember the one Hey Arnold, actually. It was like Gerald said a story about if you did the list and things just go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
So Arnold did the list and nothing went on his way.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why I rather do things on the fly rather than plan it. Though it does backfire heavily on me, but I always found a plan B or plan C. But I get it though. Do you like to do things like, I mean, like, I know you just said it, but do you like to still do like a list though, regardless, even if it's...
Man, like I said before, something with plans, it doesn't work very well. It's like, I have so much expectation to be shut down.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be on the fly. Like for example, like we all go to like Florida or California together. You never know, man. Somebody might back out. Bad weather. Plane tickets have to be shut down for the moment. I was like, oh man, all these expectations. Now I got some building blocks that's like all of a sudden preventing us from doing things.
Yeah, like we're staying in a hotel and like, what's taking Tone so long?
Yeah, well, I'll make sure if you text me, I'll make sure I say I'll be back 45 minutes to break them stereotypes, man. So I'll be back 30 minutes. People say 5, they mean 30, 25. Oh no.
It'd be funny like, hey Tone, I saw you said 30 minutes. It's been like 10 minutes already.
Ah, damn, somebody already got. I was like, damn, they already know how I am. Crap. I remember one time DoorDash, it was like a 5-minute drive, but I told the lady I'll be there by 25. It only takes 2 blocks away. I'm like, exactly. So I ain't gonna be late. I can easily walk there. It's only like a 3-minute drive. Exactly, man. I'm trying to be early. I'm trying to break those stereotypes. Now you be mad if I say 5, but I'll be there in 10, right? Exactly. So shut your mouth and I'm gonna do my delivery.
Oh yeah, when we did DoorDash together, I noticed there's some people with robes, you know.
Oh yeah, I almost got a show right there, but unluckily the robe was still on.
You mean the when she was trying to get like her food there and it looked like it was gonna slip off or something?
Yeah. I was like, oh man, should I
And
call
she
it
laughed?
later? I'm like, oh, should I have waited like 2 minutes? Oh man, I think I interrupt something over here.
Yeah.
That wasn't the worst though. I think I went to like a motel and I knocked the door and the woman was like covering up. I was like, am I interrupting something? He was like, no, just like that. I interrupted something for sure that night. But he gave me cash, so shout out to him.
I see.
Yeah, but I like credit too. Yeah.
So and remember to keep it PG.
Yeah. I didn't say nothing proactive yet.
Can you imagine if the legendary Tyrone said, "All right, I tip you 500
cash."
No, here's the funny part. He's like, "Here you go, Tone, $10 in cash, and the rest will be in credit."
Oh, I'll love the $10 in cash. I'll celebrate that more. That $490, it's all right. But $10 cash.
He's like, "Oh, I take it back."
Yeah, you can take the $490 back. I take the $10 cash.
I'm like, I take that as tip. What are you talking about? I carry the food.
Man, you ain't getting nothing. I tell you that every time we drive. I'm like, I'll be real here, Fonzie. You ain't ever getting a penny. You might at best get a discount.
You never gave me a discount.
I said at best. Say exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't getting no money over here, man. I ain't got that kind of money. Even if I did, I still ain't give you no money. Mm-hmm. That's real right there, man. I know, right? What a great guy. Breaking them stereotypes.
Anything, bro? Well, in case people wonder while he sank, I do join Tony for DoorDash, but I only do it just to see the sightseeing. I don't really like.
Yeah, he better not ask for no money. I'll look at him crazy. I'm like, I do blink 3 times and I go back to my drive because I know he ain't talking about getting no conversation over me. Oh no.
No, didn't you mention that you once paid someone for that?
Oh, I mean, one of the worst mistakes I've ever did in my life. Oh, don't remind me. Oh, yeah, we did an order. I give him half of Anna's and cat. Oh, what a dumb. Hold on, man. Let me put my head back down for that. Hold on. You big dummy. Big dummy. Big dummy. I was a big dummy on those, I think that 1 week. I don't know why I did that. Oh.
So, yeah.
I learned my lesson.
So, yeah, when Tone texts me, do you want to do DoorDash? I'm like, sure. Just for the scenery, just to look around the neighborhood.
And we get free drinks, too. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, Chipotle, all you need to ask is a free water cup. Water cup translation, get whatever drink you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as long as, it looks like water.
Yeah. I mean, Chipotle don't care. Now, like places like Jersey Mike, at least the ones I went to, they do. I'm not going to, expose these places. Some of the places do care, some of the places don't. It just depends where you're at.
Yeah.
All right. But what about people who get paid, but they got others that help them, and they don't ever get paid?
Repeat that one more time.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Darkside Phil.
Oh, okay. Now you're getting saying. Okay, so like for example, he had like half friends, and they usually help out with the Respect the Pact is composed with 2 people to be more specific, but they help him out with the editing, and then he got his like 2 actor friends, but he never paid them at all, and he said, "Oh, when I get paid, that's when you guys get paid." But he claims he always lose money from doing those shows. Like in my head, how do you lose money unless you're buying the props and that's probably he's gonna say, "Oh, I'm buying the props and stuff. I'm hoping when I make money, it break even or go above." And I'm like, no, you paid regardless. So even if you did get like a share.
Well, I could get, whenever he get these with merchandise or goodies, they think that he's getting all the money, and he explains, I'm getting money through my personal YouTube channel.
Yeah, but you still want to give them money though for all the hard work they put out.
Because if not, I mean, why are they doing it then? Just to be good employees?
Yeah, no. I think he was hoping that they just did it for a hobby. But it seems like from the stories I heard, it seems extra hard work, and he really claims he had the hardest work, and that's just to advertise, get exposure to the show. And I'm like,
just like Steve Jobs, where these unknown scientists at when you need them? I know he's your hero, but I'm still gonna say it though.
He's talking about bro.
We gotta represent for the unknowns, man. He's well known. That's easy right there. Where these unknown scientists at, man? Stop stop playing with your boy, man. I gotta represent for my unknowns out here.
You're right.
No, I mean, he's still iconic, I guess, but I mean, there's a lot of people that made his dream come true. Honestly.
No, but yeah, no. Because like I think it was Howard that talked about like he get like upset every time when he go to his house. He see like what was it, a Lamborghini, and then like figurines in his house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like brand new car, brand new toys.
Talking about Dark Side Phil, right?
Yeah. And while they're working their butt off and not getting paid.
Oh yeah, I'll stop working for him. I'll rather work for the Boogie guy.
Yeah. At least Boogie, he paid his what was it, his roommate?
Mm-hmm.
He paid his roommate for all the work.
He was truthful. I know. Even though he, I guess, begs.
Yeah.
I feel like he tries to be good, but he just want an easy lifestyle.
Yeah, I
think that's the thing. But I feel like there are more good in him than Dark Side Phil.
No, yeah, like all the story that John Rambo talked about, like taking advantage of, like carrying his equipment to conventions, holding a camera, and then Dark Side Phil claimed my back hurts, or like I'm trying to get a free ticket for you.
My legs hurt, and I still carry 3 boxes.
Man, he probably the guy who'd be like drinking hot tea, like, oh no, brain freeze, I can't go on, I can't stream tonight. Just like, no responsibility or something.
Oh no, DSP will go to stream. The thing is, he'd be lazy about it.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I got a headache. Just give me money. I don't have to be here. If you don't give me money, I'll be homeless.
Is there like a goal? Like I know a lot of streamers have like a goal amount of money they need to earn. They put it on the stream.
But even if he set these goals, he want more.
Yeah, he had 3 tiers. He got 2 tiers. He got the tier 1 and tier 2. 50. No, he does have 3 tier. 50, 100, and 150. So a 50, if I believe, he put on the glasses. 100, he put on the vest. And then 150, he put on a hat.
Are you talking about, is this like the whole stream combined or just from one streamer?
From one stream, yeah. So he had 2 streams. One in the morning, I guess one at night.
And it's all combined, right, from one stream?
For the money he earned? No. They're separate goals.
I'm talking about if this, like a streamer has to donate at least 50 for the tier 1 from one, or it's combined?
Oh, combined. Yeah, it's combined. So his fans had to, had to combine 50. So basically, like if you want to see him with the glasses on, you had to pay him 50.
Man, what losers? No, I just...
No, seriously, 100. Somebody said this best. He is literally the reverse stripper. You're paying him to put on clothes.
I remember I saw like...
You're laughing, right?
Yeah.
I saw like a stream where it's the channel's called All Casino Action, and people are paying this guy to see like real life casinos, like on live streams. I was like, well, we're paying this. I guess it's a exclusive special for the guests.
Yeah.
But he's not doing anything special. All he does is filming gambling. I can do the same thing too. If I live in Las Vegas, there's some casinos allow camera. All you gotta do is have a good enough personality. It's nothing crazy. They're not really. They have it's no skill whatsoever.
Yeah.
But people still donate. So.
Can you believe Review Tech USA? If you pay him $50, he will take his shirt off.
Well, people probably donate 50, right?
A lot. There's always one person that's least donating.
Originally, it was 200.
Then he turned it down to 100 and then 50.
Oh, well, I'm doing something right. I mean, enough people are
paying to see him, his spaghetti, chest. That is horrifying.
It is. Yuck.
Let me see if I could found something. I'm going to show you a picture.
But yeah, going back to his dad, not paying, like gonna wear your staff. I think it's kind of dumb, really, because sure, you're saying to them,
you see what I mean?
It's gonna be a hobby.
Sorry to interrupt you, bro. You see, he take his shirt off.
Okay.
Can you imagine someone pay us like if we were live stream and the tip goal is like 50? Well, someone have to tip. One person had to tip you $50 to take off your shirt. Will you do it?
Sure, but I'd be like, this is tax money. It's not that great.
Sorry, bro. Can you continue?
Basically, aiming at is if they're doing a lot of hard work, they gotta at least have some compensation, you know?
Something.
Yeah, something.
I mean,
like even if it's not money, it's like, oh, hey guys, I know you're working so hard. Let me treat you to a restaurant, you know?
Something like it. No one goes to the job and like no conversation. What is the point of it? Like everybody will get out, and I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get business might be slow and stuff, but you still gotta pay people.
No, I mean, if it's not about the money, which a lot of them did say it's not about the money, but if they're working so hard, at least treat them, you know?
Some kind of conversation, yeah, at least. Like
you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Paying for all of us tickets in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have went.
Or going to a restaurant is all on me.
Yeah.
All right. He said that, right? He said that. All right.
He does that. What do you mean?
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
The trip to Super Nintendo World.
I wasn't there, though.
Most of the expensive I paid.
Yeah.
I think it's better if you don't say it. It's more epic when other people say it. See, it's easy to want to look good in front of others, right?
Yeah.
So I think it'd be more epic. I'm just saying. Think about it, man.
Oh.
Think about it. See, like a random stranger helping you out, and they never know who you are. That gives me goosebumps right there. That. Ooh.
But then again, is Darkseid Phil breaking stereotype by, being selfish? Like
Yeah, technically, yes.
Yes.
But that's like a totally bad stereotype. I'm not stereotype, breaking stereotype.
Well, you can't break every. I mean, technically, if you break stereotypes, not everything has to be for good.
I got morals, so
I've got questionable morals.
okay, let's leave it as that.
Yeah.
Questionable morals. Never heard of that.
Yeah, I'm not all the way a good guy. I'm a very impatient, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, my morals aren't that good, really, compared to others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At least I admit it to my faults. I don't think many people really admit their flaws, really.
Oh yeah, I feel like going back to Nintendo New York City, maybe late summer.
Okay,
Wanna go?
I think about it.
You wanna go?
I think about it.
I mean, I know originally said and was found in New York that I would love to revisit New York, but I got a lot of things to do now, you know?
Well, I do want to revisit. I really wanted to get the two statues.
Yeah.
I know Big Dog OK said he'll go. Eddie said he will go again. But will you go this time?
Like I said, with plans, I just say I think about it because you never know what's going to happen too much down the line.
Yeah. So, all right. So any last thing you wanted to say?
Like I said, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Rusty. You got something to say? My bad.
About equipment, like I talked about the studio before, but what about equipment,
Equipment. Yeah, I know what you mean, like getting better mics and stuff.
Yeah.
I know sometimes the mic seems to be acting up.
Yeah.
And sometimes it seems horrible. Sometimes sometimes it sound nice.
Oh, I wish I was doing this in 2006. When people started YouTube, it did not look good,
Yeah.
I actually like those years YouTube, like from 2006 to 2009 before Vivo became a thing. I think that was 2008.
Yeah.
Actually, it felt more like free and flowing, like creative ideas. Now it's more business wise. It's because eventually, if it gets enough attraction, a lot of business will try to buy
Money.
that entertainment.
Yeah.
It becomes more of a money thing. It just felt less like authentic, really.
And it wasn't even about the studio, too. People could have just filmed in their backyard, and that was high.
Dude, it felt more
High tier, yeah.
Yeah.
It just lost that. I guess it's nostalgia. I guess like it just felt more better, honestly. I had the most fun. Look, 2006, 2009, like AMV music videos were like lit back then. Like honestly, it was like music videos. Come out with your favorite anime. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
right.
Oh, so beautiful. Oh man, it was like two common songs that happened. Like "Bring Me to Life" was like almost every anime music video. That's one of my favorite songs, by the way. And like other songs like "Headstrong," "Trap." You remember that? That was in a lot of those too. It was better to me back then. Then like the 2010s happened, like vloggers happened.
Yeah.
Also in 2006, 2008, a lot of singing covers out. Oh man, I love when I hear a song. I love to hear a cover of like people different songs. I don't know, it felt more true to the form. Then things became about the money, and I guess it's cool for businesses, but it definitely lost. I don't know. I just lost the passion a little bit, if that makes sense.
So what do you think a guy like Moist Critical, who's been in YouTube since day one, or
An
Cybershell?
OG, yeah, OG for sure. Like, yeah, and I mean people like Kev Jumba's stopped. I remember. Like One Food Production. I'm not sure they're as popular as. I'm pretty sure they're making videos. I'm not sure they're popular as now.
Yeah.
But to stay relevant for that long and still like be among the top trending YouTubers.
Yeah.
Hey, kudos to him. Honestly.
Yeah, because I know a lot of YouTubers that were like from day one, they're like either gone or like not as popular as before.
Yeah, that's just I guess because especially around 2015, you see a lot of thumbnails that's more like for clickbaits,
Yeah.
and a lot of them they try to go with trending at the time.
Yeah.
Like Will Smith slap, like all top YouTubers will talk about that.
Yeah.
Or like the Logan Paul's infamous video, people will talk about that. It's just they just try to do what videos that's probably going to make them the most views.
Yeah.
And most talked about.
Now, if Darkside Phil wasn't in early YouTube, do you think he would still be known as the Infinite Darkside Phil?
If you're gonna start early,
Yeah, DSP, the channel didn't started like early.
how you got famous originally? Like he just keep doing it.
More like he was one of the first. So he wasn't the first, but he was one of the first.
So your question is if he does it later.
Yeah, his DSP channel started way later.
I don't think so because that was trending at the time.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because around like mid 2010s, I think vloggers are more trending.
Yeah.
In 2013 was Vines, if I remember. People remember that.
Because like early early YouTube, it was Machinima, and I did watch a lot of Machinima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Minecraft was popular back in early 2010s as well.
Mm-hmm.
He came at a good time.
Yeah, he really did.
If he came in 2015, I don't think he would really be as known.
Yeah.
Honestly. But then again, his attitude makes him known. But
Yeah.
that's only because
For negative reasons.
he wasn't. I'm pretty sure he didn't start out negative. He probably started by being thankful, right? That's how a lot of.
No, I think he was still Infinite when he started.
Yeah.
Because before he was in YouTube, he was known as the King of Hates in the FGC fighting game community. Like, because he will say a lot of hateful stuff. Well, apparently he claims that he makes these hateful stuff into positive, but obviously he's lying why he got the nickname. Actually, he didn't came up with the nickname. His competitors, the community gave him that nickname, the King of Hate. And somehow he just monetized that name.
Or trademarked it, I'm guessing.
Yeah. He claims he doesn't use it no more, but obviously he still has some King of Hate names in there, but still.
Oh, and I'm just going to go with the opposite of Darkside Phil. Interesting how Boogie 298A and Wings of Redemption, when they started YouTube, they were manipulating their audience that they were great people,
Yeah, they started off with, being the good guys. And then the mask fell off as time went on.
Boogie was known as
the Mr. Roger in the internet.
And Wings of Redemption was known as
the Jesus Christ of the internet. Yeah. So,
Jesus Christ, the internet.
or some say it's most critical in some case.
Man, that's a big. You gotta fill in deep shoes to follow that brand for the rest of your life.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the rest of your life, you gotta do good for the rest of your life now.
Yeah, right.
Like even you watch like, oh man, you're canceled.
But hey, Wings got reborn. Maybe that redemption he really could redeem, you know?
You mean the boxing match?
Yeah.
But
I mean, does it really change that he's a terrible person to some people's eyes?
No.
So, I mean, he won a fight. I give him that. It was a very slap. Kudos to him for stepping into the ring, though. That's still an honorable thing.
yeah.
But you think he will magically turn to Jesus Christ overnight? Like, you know what? I learned to air my ways after this fight. It taught me. He probably will have the same traits.
He'd be like, I'm gonna walk on water, and then he just fell in the pool. That's how delusional he became.
Oh, can I say this fun trivia?
Sure.
Me and you have been talking about the boxing match, Boogie 2988 versus Wings of Redemption, since episode 1 of We're the Unknowns. And we are still talking about this boxing match to this episode.
Yeah, that's... Maybe I need to find something else to talk about.
Man, you upgrade your resume over here, man.
Yeah, right? Right.
It's like the Malcolm Miller episode where they tell each other like what the best traits of son is and how he said the same thing every year. My son got 165 IQ every year. You gotta update your resume, man.
Yeah, right?
He's like, oh, let me guess. Your son has a 165 IQ. How do you know? You said it the last 4 years. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, so I guess we should start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Any final thought, you guys? Starting with you, bro?
Well, I hope the studio really improve and it actually becomes a studio, you know?
Yeah. You, Tone?
Yeah, just like by that Buddha quote, you don't have to believe what anyone says, regardless if it is in textbooks, your elders, or even by your parents. Just analyze and test it out, see it's for you, no matter what it is, like if it's religious, business, or any other venture. See what works for you and go from there. You don't have to follow what other people are saying, honestly.
My final thought, I actually did like the Flash movie, so anyone is on the edge, go see it. I trust me,
I'm not gonna see it now because he say it's good. I want to see a bad movie. I want to break them stereotypes. I want to see a bad movie so I can complain.
Not because I walked in with low expectation on the movie, thinking that, and I agree. The CGI looked horrible, by the way.
Agree.
But the story was good enough to give it a pass. So.
Okay, I'm not gonna see it now.
Actually, the Flash failed in the movie. Yeah. I was shocked. Spoiler.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna see the movie regardless. But yeah, go on.
You hope you see what I mean.
But alright, if you have any questions about the show or its characters, or you want to make a business deal with us, you can email at vrpressesending@yahoo.com. Also, check out our Twitter handle at vrpressesending.
Okay, guys. No, we're not going to set $50 donations so you can see us shirtless. But yes, what he said.
I'd take the $50 and still have my shirt on.
But wouldn't you be scamming people?
Exactly.
No, we won't be scamming. It's like, you can give... If you tell them beforehand you're not going to take a shirt, but you give me $50, I'll still accept it.
Yeah.
You're not scamming people at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
It depends how you go about it.
Yeah.
Now, you say, oh, man... If you give me $50, I'll be shirtless, not shirtless. Yes, you are scamming people.
Don't forget the rule. Let's not talk about anything controversial. All right, guys. See ya. Bye.